In lane 2, we have Amy Waring from Conway. In lane 3, we've got Neve Price from Heads Valley. In lane 2-4, we got Madison Fettigan from Wareham. And in lane 5, we've got Lauren Jones from Swn Gwynedd. And in lane 6, we've got Sophie Benyon from Leicester. Well done to the swimmers there. Now moving on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Ella Edwards from Whitney. In lane 2, Katie Hawkins from Royal Wolves. In lane 3, Helen Gorman from Cardiff. In lane 4, Olivia Fletcher from Worcester. In lane 5, Mai McCree from Torvine. In lane 6, Eleanor Horton from Newport. In lane 7, Megan Nicholas from Bridgend. And in lane 8, Emily Davis from Dolphins. Dolphins, what's the first bit?
Dolphins, well, Celtic Dolphins.
Celtic, right. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 3. How do you say that properly? Worcester. Celtic. You're going to get this for the first morning. In lane 1, we have Sophie Linton from Newport. In lane 2, Rosie Llewellyn from Pumps. In lane 3, Lily May Hutchinson's from Cardiff. In lane 4, Laura Hawkins from Swansea. In lane 5, Bethan McKillen from Tilehurst. In lane 6, Penny Evans from RCT Squad. In lane 7, Grace Miles from Chepstow. And in lane 8, Alexander Bartley from Royal Wolves. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 4. In Heat 4, we have in lane 1, Jessica Jones from Conway. Lane 2, Summer Best from Conway. Lane 3, Annalise Wright from Linslade. In lane 4, Keris Coley from University of Bath. In lane 5, Bethan Edwards from Novia Cigar. In lane 6, Olivia J from Hales Owen. And in lane 7, Catherine Roberts from Swn Gwynedd. And in lane 8, Bethan Chadwick from RCT Squad. Can we have the swimmers for the 200 free to Marshall, please? Well done, swimmers. If you could please leave the pool. We're now going to move on to event 2, men 14 and over 50-meter freestyle. In lane 1, we have Zachariah Wynn from Nofio Clwyd. In lane 2, Finn and Close from Swim Gwynedd. In lane 3, Adam Murray from Cardiff. In lane 4, David Jones from Denbigh. In lane 6, we've got Llyn Myers from Swim Gwynedd. In lane 7, Johan Hughes from Swim Gwynedd. And in lane 8, Morgan Taylor from Wrexham. Well done, swimmers. Now going to move on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Kieran Bott from Leicester. In lane 2, Owen Richards from Torvine. Lane 3, Rodri Williams from Nofio Clwyd. Lane 4, Luke Baker from Torvine. Lane 5, Thomas Watkin from Royal Wolves. Into lane 6, Sam Small from Seagulls. In lane 7, Kieran Garland from RCT Squad. And in lane 8, Dominic Wolves from Radford. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 3. In lane 1, we have Thomas Webb from Pembrokeshire City. In lane 2, Hugh Williams from Millfield. In lane 3, Bartek Kapsis from Bristol. In lane 4, Harry Turner from Swansea Uni. In lane 5, William Riley from University of Bath. In lane 6, Cameron Clark from Cardiff. In lane 7, Bradley Newman from Cardiff. And in lane 8, Will Hutchins from Swansea. I think that was a race between me and the swimmers there on who could get the names called out. Well done, swimmers. We're now going to move on to Heat 4. In lane 1, we've got Lee Baker from Harlow. In lane 2, Alex Griffiths from Newport. In lane 3, Jamie Black from Swansea. In lane 4, Matthew Richards from Royal Wolves. In lane 5, Deo Hughes from Llandudno. In lane 6, Adam Reed from Peyton. And in lane 8, Ethan Taylor from Wrexham. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 5. In lane 2, we have Ryan Larkin from Halesowen. In lane 3, Jack Simpson from Halesowen. In lane 4, Daniel Jones from Swansea. In lane 5, Jack Llewellyn from Swansea. Lane 6, Henry Bland from Cardiff. In lane 7, Joshua Lunny from Swansea. And in lane 8, Samuel Avery from Swansea Aquatics. Well done, swimmers. A big round of applause there for our event 2. If we can ask the swimmers to leave the pool. We're now moving on to event 3, women 14 and over, 200 metre freestyle. So as we move on to Heat 1, in lane 3 we have Ellie Coward from Leicester. In lane 5 we've got Alice Roberts from Novia Cigar. And in lane 6 we've got Amelia Tucker from Swansea Aquatics. So those that are attending the men 14 and over 100 metre butterfly, that's event 4, you are being called to marshalling.
Somebody won't be happy if they don't have a coffee. Should find this there for the breaststroke.
So we're just calling out the first 3?
No, they're for the final this evening.
Oh, right, okay.
And then there's the first reserve and the second reserve.
So we've got to call all those out,
Yeah.
the 8 and then the reserves.
So the finalists for these
Okay,
there, and
that's
first
fine.
reserve and second reserve. Rob, just double checking the time on the withdrawal for mini finals. Right, normally the withdrawals, is it the last, the end, by the end of the last event of this session, isn't it? Rob's got a radio.
20 minutes after.
20 minutes. From the end of it, yeah.
Well done there, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Jessica Rutter from Cardiff. In lane 2, Megan Brown from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 3, Samantha Diaz from Leicester. In lane 4, Emily Ezard from Bridgend Swim Club. In lane 5, Marit Arch from Cardiff. In lane 6, Abby Hall from Novia Cloyd. In lane 7, Sophie Benyon from Leicester. And in lane 8, Hannah McLennan from Novia Bangor. So the finals for the event, women 15 to 16, 50 metre breaststroke. First, we've got Eleanor Horton from Newport. Second, Grace Mars from Chepstow. Third, Catherine Roberts from Swim Gwynedd. Fourth, Emily Davis from the Dolphins. Fifth, Lauren Jones from Swim Gwynedd. Sixth, Jessica Jones from Conway. Seventh, Sophie Linton from Newport. And eighth, Rosie Llewellyn from Pem City. In the reserves, we have Ella Edwards from Whitney and Amy Mainwaring, from Conway. So if you have overlook, we've got the famous Katie on withdrawals table. The withdrawals table will be open 20 minutes after the last event. Some great swimming there displayed. Now we're going to move on to Heat 3. In lane 1, we've got Claudia Murray from Cardiff. In lane 2, Sophie Linton from Newport. In lane 3, Neve Hovland from Royal Wolves. In lane 4, Rebecca Sutton from Cardiff. In lane 5, Eleanor Morgan from Novio Cloyd. In lane 6, Olivia Fletcher from Worcester. In lane 7, we've got
In lane 7, got Martina Rosalski from Swin Gwynedd. In lane 8, Laura Sharp from Nofio Clwyd.
That's all right. So the finals for event 1, women 50-meter breaststroke. First, we've got Keris Coley from Bath University. Second, Penny Evans from RCT Squad. Third, Olivia Fletcher from Worcester. Fourth, Annalise Wright from Linslade. Fifth, Helen Gorman from Cardiff. Sixth, Maid McRae from Torvine. 7, Katie Hawkins from Royal Wolves. In 8th, Lily Mae Hutchinson from Cardiff. Another great swim there. Now moving on to Heat 4. In lane 1, we've got Alexander Bartley from Royal Wolves. In lane 2, Scarlett Major from Newport. In lane 3, Freya Watson from Torvine. In lane 4, Medi Harris from Swin Gwynedd. In lane 5th, Megan Allison from Newport. And in lane 8, we've got Alicia Dingle from Royal Wolves. Well done there, swimmers. We're now going to move on to the last heats of this event, Heat 5. In lane 1, we've got Ekaterina Price from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 2, Abigail Burr from Swansea University. In lane 3, Ciara Morris from Cardiff. In lane 5, Annalise Bayon from Cardiff. In lane 6, Evie Richards from Leicester. In lane 7, Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith from Swansea Aquatics. And in lane 8, we've got Harriet Jones from Cardiff. So the results for the events 2, men 15 to 60, 50 metre freestyle. First we got Hugh Williams from Millfield. Second, Cameron Clark from Cardiff. Third, Alec Griffiths from Newport. Fourth, Sam Small from Seagulls. Fifth, Rodri Williams from Novio Cloyd. Sixth, Leon Myers from Swim Gwynedd. 7, Kieran Garland from RCT Squad. And 8th, we've got Adam Murray from Cardiff. In the reserves, we've got Kieran Bott from Leicester and David Jones from Denbigh. As I mentioned earlier, we've got Katie over at the withdrawals table. Woo! There we go, waves are in the air. With our famous Lydia sat next to her. They'll be open for 20 minutes after the last event. Well done, swimmers. We're now moving on to event 4, men 14 and over, 100 metre butterfly. Swimmers, if we can ask you to leave the pool. In lane 2, we have Morgan Taylor from Wrexham. In lane 4, Sam Small from Seagulls. In lane 5, we got William Clayton from Wrexham. In lane 6, William Beasley from Leicester. And in lane 7, we've got Jack Southam from Llanelli. If we can have event 5, women 15 and over, 400 metre IM to our marshal, please. Well done, swimmers. We're now moving on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Luke Skelding, Royal Wolves. In lane 2, Samuel Harris from Royal Wolves. In lane 4, Daniel Meehan from Real Dolphins. In lane 5, Samuel Avery from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 6, Ethan Taylor from Wrexham. In lane 7, Kieran Garland from RTC Squad. And in lane 8, Owen Leach from Cardiff. Ladies in the woman 15 and over 400 metre IM, can you please head over towards Joe Tucker, who's our lead marshal? Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 3. In lane 1, we have Jack Knight from Newport. Lane 2, Cameron Clark from Cardiff. Lane 4, Bartek Kapis from Bristol. In lane 5, Hugh Williams from Millfield. Lane 6, Kane Murcott from Royal Wolves. Lane 7, Jamie Black from Swansea University. And in lane 8, Luke Baker from Torvine. Well done, swimmers. We're now moving on to Heat 4. In lane 1, we've got Finn Nicol from Royal Wolves. Lane 2, George Barber from Royal Wolves. Lane 3, we have Benjamin Chewin from Cardiff. In lane 4, Daniel Jones from Swansea University. Lane 6, Owen Richards from Torvine. In lane 8, Sean Barrett from Pem City. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 5. In lane 1, we've got Christian Ellis from Novio Cloyd. In lane 3, Jake Fabi from Cardiff. In lane 4, Liam White from Swansea University. In lane 5, Matthew Richards from Royal Wolves. In lane 6, Morgan Jones from Oswestry Otters. In lane 7, Alexander Morris from Swansea University. And in lane 8, Henry Bland from Cardiff. Well done to all swimmers in that event. A great race there. Now moving on to event 5, women 15 and over 400 meter IM. So can all swimmers please leave the pool in preparation for heat 1. So now going to move on to heat 2. So we've got a full race. In lane 1, we've got Sadie Spencer from Wrexham. In lane 2, Mackenzie Morgan from Newport. In lane 3, Eleanor Bainbridge from Royal Wolves. In lane 4, Megan Warrender from Torvine. In lane 5, Laura Sharp from Novia Cloyd. In lane 6, Bethan Bainan from Cardiff. And in lane 7, Sophie Snow from Cardiff. So as our swimmers battle through the 400 meter IM, gives me some pleasure to announce some of the finals. So in the event 2, men 50 meter freestyle super final. First we got Daniel Jones from Swansea University. Second, Matthew Richards from Royal Wolves. In third we got Deo Hughes from Llandudno. In fourth, Harry Turner from Swansea University. Fifth, Jack Llewellyn from Swansea Aquatics. Sixth, William Riley from Bath University. 7th, Thomas Watkin from Royal Wolves. And 8th, Will Hutchins from Swansea Aquatics. Moving on to event 3, women 15, 60, 200 meter freestyle. In first, we've got Neve Hovland from Royal Wolves. In second, Scarlett Major from Newport. Third, Abby Hull from Novia Cloyd. Fourth, Olivia Fletcher from Worcester. Fifth, Evie Richards from Leicester. Sixth, Sophie Linton from Newport. Seventh, Gabri Melbourne-Smith from Swansea Aquatics. And eighth, Laura Sharp from Novia Cloyd. In the reserves, we have Alexander Bartley from Royal Wolves and Emily Ezard from Bridgend. In event 3, women 200 meter freestyle super final. In first, we have Harriet Jones from Cardiff. Second, Abigail Burr from Swansea University. Third, Eleanor Morgan from Novia Cloyd. Fourth, Megan Allison from Newport. Fifth, Rebecca Sutton from Cardiff. Sixth, Alicia Dingle from Royal Wolves. And in seventh, Medi Harris from Swin Gwynedd. And in eighth, Ciara Morris from Cardiff. So our swimmers now are battling through the freestyle against one another. Let's hear some cheering to get our swimmers going on. You're a very quiet crowd today. Let's have a big cheer there for a great race. Now moving on to Heat 3. So can we have all swimmers clear the pool, ready for the next heat? That's all swimmers clear the pool. So moving on to Heat 3, the final heat of this women's 15 and over meter 400 meter IM. So we're now going to move on to Heat 3, the final heat of this event. There we go. In lane 1, we have Louisa Twigg from Pembrokeshire County. In lane 2, Amy Farthing from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 3, Rebecca Sutton from Cardiff. In lane 4, Katie Rees from Cardiff. In lane 5, Neve Hovland from Royal Wolves. In lane 6, Scarlett Major from Newport. In lane 7, Alexander Bartley from Royal Wolves. And in lane 8, Keely Murcott from Royal Wolves. So as our swimmer makes their way through the butterfly of the IM, I'm going to announce some results for event 4, men 15 to 16, 100 metre butterfly. In first, we had Hugh Williams from Millfield. In second, Christian Ellis from Novia Cloyd. In third, Finn Nicol from Royal Wolves. In fourth, Jack Knight from Newport. In the joint fifth, we got Sean Barrett from Pembrokeshire County in with Cameron Clark from Cardiff. Seventh, Luke Skelding from Royal Wolves. And eighth, we've got Kieran Garland from RCT Squad. In the reserves, we have Owen Leach from Cardiff, in Sam Small from Seagulls, and William Clayton from Wrexham. Results from the event for men 100 metre butterfly super final. In first, Matthew Richards from Royal Wolves. Second, Liam White from Swansea University. In third, Bartek Carpes from Bristol Hen. In fourth, Benjamin Treen from Cardiff. In fifth, Daniel Jones from Swansea University. Sixth, Jamie Black from Swansea University. And seventh, Alexander Morrison, Swansea University. And in eighth, Jakes Fabi from Cardiff. Can I please ask the coaches from Seagulls and Wrexham to please go over to the call room? That's the coaches from the Seagulls and Wrexham to call room, please. Apologise to the control room, not the call room. I'm so glad I've got Julie here with me today. She's making sure I'm doing my job properly. Can I please also ask that the girls for the event 7, 14 and over, 200 metre backstroke, make your way over to our marshals. That's the girls from the 14 and over, 200 metre backstroke to marshals. Well done to our swimmers there in that event. Can we please ask you to leave the pool? As we make our way to event 6, the men 14 and over 100 metre breaststroke. So now going to move on to Heat 1 of Event 6. In lane 1, we have Thomas Knowles from Leatherhead. In lane 2, Jensen Coppen from Newport. In lane 3, Jack Roberts from Liverpool. In lane 4, Lewis Fraser from Swansea University. In lane 5, we've got Rodri Williams from Novia Cloyd. In lane 6, now please bear with me, we've got Yonis Sampanakis from Swansea University, and in lane 7, Matthew Harris from Royal Wolves. Now please don't hesitate if you want to come and tell me if I'm telling your name wrong. More than happy to have the correction. Well done to our swimmers there. Now on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we've got Ellis Young from Cardiff. In lane 3, we've got Matthew Jones from Drill Dolphins. In lane 4, Kyle Booth from Cardiff. In lane 5, we've got George Hopkins from Swansea University. Lane 6, Sean Barrett from Pembrokeshire County. And in lane 7, Christian Ellis from Novia Cloyd. Well done, swimmers. Now on to Heat 3. In lane 1, we've got Luke Skelding from Royal Wolves. Lane 2, Dominic Rules from Radford. In lane 3, we've got Thomas Webb from Pembrokeshire County. In lane 4, James Lewis from Cardiff. Lane 5, Bradley Newman from Cardiff. And lane 6, Christopher Jones from Cardiff. In lane 7, we've got Daniel Parsons from Royal Wolves. And in lane 8, Zachariah Wynn from Novia Cloyd. We have the men for event 8, 14 and over, 100 meter backstroke to marshalling. That's men 14 and over, 100 meter backstroke to marshalling. Well done to our swimmers there. Could we please ask you to leave the pool? We're now going to go on to event 7, the women 14 and over, 200 meter backstroke. Can we please leave the pool for the next event? So we're going to make our way straight into Heat 1. In lane 1, we have Mackenzie Morgan from Newport. Lane 3, Bethan Witchell from Cardiff. Lane 4, Imogen Hunt from Bridgend. Lane 5, Bethan Blakelock from Welsh Independent. Lane 6, we've got Evie Richards from Leicester. In lane 7, Lucy Leonard from Swim Gwynedd. And in lane 8, Hannah Shakeshaft from Ellesmere.
The final for the 50-free, event 2, age 17 and over, we now have a swim for Henry Bland from the City of Cardiff. If a team manager or coach, please could you go to the table and to the scoreboard to confirm that Henry will be taking this swim. Thank you. So swim now for Henry Bland, the City of Cardiff. Thank you.
Well done, swimmers. Please ask you to leave the pool. Now going to move on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we've got Nia Conlon from Novi Sad. In lane 2, Emma Cottrell from Cardiff. In lane 3, Emma Sutton from RCT Squad. In lane 4, Neve Hovland from Royal Wolves. In lane 5, Ellie Westovey from Swansea. In lane 6, G Witherbolt from Cardiff. In lane 7, Becca Jones from Swim Gwynedd. In lane 8, Sadie Spencer from Wrexham. Just a safety reminder to all swimmers and coaches, can you please not sit on the stairwell? As a reminder for all swimmers and coaches not to sit on the stairwell. Can the ladies for event 9, 14 and over 200 meter breaststroke, that's the ladies from event 9, 14 and over 200 meter breaststrokes, please make your way to marshalling. Well done to our swimmers there. Can please ask you to leave the pool. We're now going to go on to heat 3. In lane 1, we have Emma Bird from Hales Owen. In lane 2, Alexandra Bartley from Royal Wolves. In lane 3, Rebecca Morgan from Novi Sad. In lane 3, Rebecca Morgan from... Let's try that one again, shall we? So in lane 1, we've got Emma Bird from Hales Owen. In lane 2, Alexandra Bartley from Royal Wolves. In lane 3, Rebecca Morgan from Novi Sad. In lane 4, Medi Harris from Swim Gwynedd. In lane 5, Charlie Jones from Royal Wolves. In lane 6, Amy Farthing from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 7, Sophie Snow from Cardiff. And in lane 8, Fionn Rees from Millfield. Well done, swimmers. Please ask you to leave the pool. We're now going to go on to event 8, the men 14 and over, 100-meter backstroke. In lane 1, we have William Clayton from Wrexham. In lane 2, Adam Murray from Cardiff. In lane 4, Harry Turner from Swansea University. In lane 5, Matthew Jones from Rill Dolphins. And in lane 6, Ryan Larkin from Halesowen. Well done to our swimmers there. Please leave the pool. We're now going to move on to Heat 2. In lane 1, we've got Luke Skelding from Royal Wolves. In lane 3, Samuel Avery from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 4, Joseph Small from Swansea University. Lane 5, Thomas Garden from Swansea Aquatics. Lane 6, Benjamin Chewin from Cardiff. In lane 7, Finn Close from Swin Gwynedd. And in lane 8, Zachary Wynn from Novi Clwyd. Well done to our swimmers there. If you could please leave the pool. Ready for Heat 3. In lane 1, we have Kieran Bott from Leicester. In lane 2, Jack Simpson from Halesowen. Lane 3, Morgan Jones from Oswestry Otters. In lane 4, Liam White from Swansea University. Lane 5, we've got William Riley from University of Bath. In lane 6, Ray Singleton from Cardiff. In lane 7, Jack Knight from Newport. And in lane 8, Sam Small from Seagulls. Ladies, event 10, 14 and over 50-metre butterfly. Can we please ask that you go over to marshalling? That's the women 14 and over 50-metre butterfly to marshalling. Well done there, swimmers. Can we please ask that you leave the pool? Swimmers to leave the pool. We're now moving on to event 9, the women 14 and over 200-metre breaststroke. Starting off with heat 1. So as we kick off with event 9, women 14 and over 200-metre breaststroke. In heat 1, lane 2, we have Emily Davis from Celtic Dolphins. In lane 3, we have Katie Hawkins from Royal Wolves. In lane 5, we've got Lily Mae Hutchinson from Cardiff. In lane 6, we've got Penny Evans from RCT Squad. And in lane 7, we've got Sophie Morgan from RCT Squad. Results from the event 5, women 15 and over 400-metre IM. In first place, we have Rebecca Sutton from Cardiff. In second place, we have Katie Rees from Cardiff. And in third, we've got Neve Hovland from Royal Wolves. For the finals for the event 6, men 15 to 16, 100-metre breaststroke. First, we've got Christian Ellis from Novia Cloyd. Second, Sean Barrett from Pembroke County. Third, Dominic Bulls from Radford. Fourth, Daniel Parsons from Royal Wolves. Fifth, Luke Skelding from Royal Wolves. In sixth, Jensen Coppen from Newport. In seventh, Matthew Harris from Royal Wolves. And in eighth, Zachary Wynn from Novia Cloyd. Your reserves for event 6 is Ellis Young from Cardiff and Thomas Knowles from Leatherhead. Results for event 6, men 100 metres breaststroke super final. In first, we have Lewis Fraser from Swansea University. In second, James Lewis from Cardiff. In third, Kyle Booth from Cardiff. In fourth, George Hopkins from Swansea University. In fifth, we got Bradley Newman from Cardiff. In sixth, Christopher Jones from Cardiff. And in seventh, we've got Ioannis Sampankis from Swansea University. I'll get that name right by the end of the day, I promise. And in eighth, we've got Rodri Williams from Novia Cloyd. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to heat 2. In heat 2, lane 2, Jessica Jones from Conway. In lane 3, we have Helen Gorman from Cardiff. In lane 5, we have Laura Sharp from Novia Cloyd. In lane 6, Louise Twiggs from Pembrokeshire County. In lane 7, Rosie Llewellyn from Pembrokeshire County. Well done to our swimmers there. We're now moving on to heat 3. Can we ask all swimmers to clear the pool, please? All swimmers to clear the pool. In lane 2, we have Lauren Omnett from Pembrokeshire County. In lane 3, Mai McCree from Torvine Dolphins. In lane 4, Katie Rees from Cardiff. In lane 5, Alexander Bartley from Royal Wolves. Lane 6, Eleanor Horton from Newport. And in lane 7, Sophie Morgan from RCT Squad. As our swimmers battle through that 200-metre breaststroke, Some results here for you for the finals this afternoon. In event 7, women 15 to 16 200 metre backstroke. In first, we have Emma Cottrell from Cardiff. Second, Sophie Snow from Cardiff. Third, Hannah Shakeshaft from Ellesmere. In fourth, Mackenzie Morgan from Newport. In fifth, Lucy Leonard from Swim Gwynedd. In sixth, Fionn Rees from Millfield. In seventh, G. Withersbolch from Cardiff. And in eighth, Becca Jones from Swim Gwynedd. In our reserves in the event 7, we have Nia Conlon from Novia Cigar. In the second reserve, we have Bethan Witchell from Cardiff. In the event 7, women 200 metre backstroke super final. In first, we have Medi Harris from Swim Gwynedd. In second, Charlie Jones from Royal Wolves. In third, Neve Hovland from Royal Wolves. And in fourth, Imogen Hunt from Bridgend. In fifth, Ellie Westsoby from Swansea Aquatics. In sixth, Alexandra Bartley from Royal Wolves. In seventh, Evie Richards from Leicester. And in eighth, Rebecca Morgan from Novia Cigar. Well done to all our swimmers in event 9. We're now going to move on to event 10, the women 14 and over, 50 metre butterflies, starting off with heat 1. If we can just ask the swimmers to please leave the pool so we can make our way to heat 1. As we move on to the women 14 and over 50 metre butterfly, in lane 1 we have Elisa Norris, lane 2 Becca Jones, lane 3 Sophie Morgan, lane 4 Anya Thomas, in lane 5 Megan Brown, lane 7 Penny Evans, and in lane 8 Keris Jean. Well done to our swimmers there. Now moving on to heat 2. In lane 1, we have Megan Harris. In lane 2, Helen Lewis. Lane 4, Amy Mainwaring. In lane 5, Francesca Robinson. In lane 6, Sophie Brown. And in lane 7, Jasmine Nichols. Can we have event 11, men 15 and over, 400 metre freestyle to Marshall, please? Now moving on to heat 3. In lane 1, we have Laura Childs. In lane 2, Emma Cottrell. In lane 3, Jessica Rutter. In lane 4, Hannah McLennan. In lane 5, Ellie Westover. In lane 6, Fionn Rees. In lane 7, Rebecca Morgan. And in lane 8, Ellie Sherrington. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to Heat 4. In lane 1, we have Hannah Shakeshaft. In lane 2, Alice Roberts. Lane 3, Charlie Jones. In lane 4, Sophie Linton. In lane 5, Bethan Bainan. In lane 6, Neve Randall. In lane 7, Bethan Nelson. And in lane 8, Hannah Peter. Well done, swimmers. Now on to Heat 5. In lane 1, we've got Ekaterina Price. In lane 2, Emma Sutton. In lane 3, Eve Goddard-Smith. In lane 4, Gabrielle Melbourne-Smith. In lane 5, Eleanor Morgan. In lane 6, Leah Owen. In lane 7, Camilla Loining. And in lane 8, Bethan Blacklock. Well done, swimmers. Now on to Heat 6. In lane 1, we have Ella Edwards. In lane 2, Georgie May Carr. In lane 4, Harriet Jones. In lane 5, Kiara Morris. In lane 6, Meddy Harris. In lane 7, Samantha Diaz. And in lane 8, Lucy Leonard. Well done, swimmers. Now on to the last heat of this event, Heat 7. In lane 1, we have Madison Fettigan. In lane 2, Freya Watson. In lane 3, Abby Hole. In lane 5, we got Martina Rosowski. In lane 6, Megan Allison. In lane 7, Bethan McMillan. And in lane 8, Catherine Roberts. Well done, swimmers. We're now going to ask you to leave the pool. So we move on to event 11, men 15 and over, 400-meter freestyle. In event 11, men 15 and over, 400-meter freestyle, heat 1. In lane 3, we have Alexander Priest from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 4, we've got Owen Leach from Cardiff. And in lane 5, Daniel Parsons from Royal Wolves. Results for our finals in the event 8, men 15 to 16, 100-meter backstroke. In first, we have Benjamin Chewin from Cardiff. In second, we've got Jack Knight from Newport. In third, Luke Skelding from Royal Wolves. In fourth, we've got Adam Murray from Cardiff. In fifth, Kieran Botts from Leicester. In sixth, Sam Small from Seagulls. In seventh, we've got Fit and Close from Swin Gwynedd, and in 8th, William Clayton from Wrexham. And in our reserves for this event is Zachary Wynn from Novia Cloyd. In the event 8, men 100-meter backstroke super finals. In first, we've got Liam White from Swansea University. In second, we've got Joseph Small from Swansea University. In third, we've got Harry Turner from Swansea University. In fourth, we've got William Riley from Bath University. In fifth, Thomas Garden from Swansea Aquatics. In sixth, Rhys Singleton from Cardiff. In 7, we've got Morgan Jones from Oswestry Otters. And in 8th, we've got Matthew Jones from Real Dolphins. And the lovely Katie is still sat at the withdrawals table. So if you do need to withdraw, head on over towards her. Well done to our swimmers there. Now moving on to heat 2. In heat 2, lane 1, we have Morgan Taylor from Wrexham. In lane 2, we've got William Beasley from Leicester. In lane 3, Ellis Young from Cardiff. In lane 5, we've got Kieran Garland from RCT squad. In lane 6, we've got George Lowe from Leicester. And in lane 7, we've got Leon Myers from Swim Gwynedd. So results for our finals in the event 9 women 15 to 16 200 metre breaststroke. In first, we have Sophie Morgan from RCT squad. In second, Lauren Omnett from Pembrokeshire County. In third, we've got Emily Davis from Celtic Dolphins. In fourth, we've got Jessica Jones from Conway. And in fifth, we've got Rosie Llewellyn from Pembrokeshire County. In the event 9 women 200 metre breaststroke super finals, in first we have Lauren Sharp from Novia Clwyd. In second, we've got Alexandra Bartley from Royal Wolves. In third, Helen Gorman from Cardiff. In fourth, Mai McRae from Torvine. In fifth, Penny Evans from RCT squad. In sixth, we've got Lily Mae Hutchinson from Cardiff. And in seventh, Katie Hawkins from Royal Wolves. And in eighth, we've got Eleanor Horton from Newport. Just for everyone's attention, we will be having a swim off after event 12 for the 15 over 100 metre butterfly. So just a reminder that there will be a swim off after event 12 for the 15 over 100 metre butterfly. This swim off will be with William Clayton from Wrexham and Sam Small from the Seagulls. Well done, swimmers. Now moving on to heat 3. In heat 3, lane 1, we have Johan Hughes from Swim Gwynedd. Lane 2, we've got Kay Murcott from Royal Wolves. In lane 3, Jacob Cook from Cardiff. In lane 4, we've got Ben Cope from Royal Wolves. In lane 5, we've got Charlie Hopkins from Swansea Aquatics. Lane 6, Kieran Bott from Leicester. Lane 7, Oliver Duckworth from Royal Wolves. And in lane 8, Joshua Loney from Swansea University. Well done to our swimmers there. Now going to go on to the final heat of this event, heat 4. So in lane 1, we have Finn Nicol from Royal Wolves. In lane 2, we've got Jake Fabi from Cardiff. In lane 3, Brandon Sayers from Swansea Aquatics. In lane 4, we've got Daniel Jervis from Swansea University. In lane 5, Daniel Davis from Cardiff. In lane 6, Daniel Johnson from Royal Wolves. In lane 7, George Barbara from Royal Wolves. And in lane 8, Daniel Marota from Swansea Aquatics. So the results for our finals this afternoon in the event 10 women 15 to 16 feet 50 metre butterfly. In first, we've got Abby Hall from Novia Clwyd. In second, Alice Roberts from Novia Cigar. In lane 6, we've got Medi Harris from Swim Gwynedd. In fourth, we've got Samantha Diaz from Leicester. In fifth, we've got Bethan Bainan from Cardiff. And in a joint 6, we've got Georgie May Carr from Cardiff and Charlie Jones from Royal Wolves. And then in 8th, we have Catherine Roberts from Swim Gwynedd. Your reserves for this event is Hannah Shakeshaft from Ellesmere and Sophie Linton from Newport. In the event 10 women 50 metre butterfly super final. In first, we have Harriet Jones from Cardiff. In joint second, we've got Gabrielle Brunsmith from Swansea Aquatics and Eleanor Morgan from Novia Clwyd. In fourth, we've got Martina Rozowski from Swim Gwynedd. And in joint fifth, we've got Eve Goddard-Smith from Swim Gwynedd and Megan Allenson from Newport. In seventh, we've got Kiara Morris from Cardiff. And in eighth, we've got Freya Watson from Torvine. Well done to our swimmers in that final heat of event 11. If we can please ask you to, apologies, we've got our one last swimmer, there we go. Big cheer for the swimmers there in that event. Now going to move on to event 12, women 15 and over, 1,500 metre freestyle. If we can please ask the swimmers to leave the pool. Now moving on to event 12, women 15 and over, 1500 meter freestyle. For the first heats of this race. So in heat 1, event 12, in lane 3, we have Orla Davis from Novia Cloyd. In lane 4, we've got Keely Murcott from Royal Wolves. In lane 5, we've got Chloe Prothero from Swansea Aquatics. And in lane 6, we've got Ellie Currid from Leicester.
For the finals of the 50 freestyle for boys, age 16, that's just event 2, we now have a swim for Kieran Bott from City of Leicester. So the coach or team manager from City of Leicester, please could you come to the table under the scoreboard. That's so Kieran Bott from City of Leicester. There is a swim for you now in event 2. We also have a swim for Nia Conlan from Nofia Cigar. In the 200 backstroke, event 7, age 15. So that's a swim now for Nia Conlan from Nofia Cigar. Please, team manager or coach from Nofia Cigar, please could you go to the table to confirm the swim, please. Thank you.
So just checking that our crowd is still with us. Can we have a big cheer for our swimmers that are battling through this long distance? I think you can do a bit better than that. Come on, we're being live streamed here. Let's have a big cheer, everyone. Yeah, we'll work on that by the end of the day. As they continue with their swim, I do have a results for the finals this evening. So we've got event 11, men's 15 and over 400 meter freestyle. In first, we've got Daniel Jervis from Swansea University. In second, we've got George Barber from Royal Wolves. In third, we've got Daniel Davis from Cardiff. In fourth, we've got Daniel Johnson from Royal Wolves. In fifth, we've got Brandon Sayers from Swansea Aquatics. In sixth, we've got Finn Nicol from Royal Wolves. And in seventh, we've got Daniel Morota from Swansea Aquatics. And then in eighth, we have Joshua Loney from Swansea University. So let's have a big cheer as our swimmer makes her way towards the end of this race. A great result there for all our swimmers throughout the events this morning. As stated earlier on, we do have a swim off for the 15 over 100 meter butterfly. So if we can ask the swimmers to leave the pool. Now going to move on to our swim off. So as we make our way into the swim off, we're on the 15 over 100 meter butterfly. This swim off is between William Clayton in lane 4 representing Wrexham, and in lane 5 we've got Sam Small from the Seagulls. It looks like it's going to be head-to-head between the two of them, so let's have some encouragement, please, as we cheer them on. As they make their way for their last stretch before home, who is going to finish first? It's so hard to tell from up here. It is literally neck and neck. But from our scoreboards, we have Wrexham. William Clayton there just making it by a split second, followed by Sam. Congratulations, swimmers. If you can please ask you to leave the pool. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure announcing here this morning. It's been great to see some fantastic swimming, and well done to the crowd for your enthusiastic cheers. So please, can you put your hands together to the referee and his team? We know that we can't run these events without these volunteers, so it is really important that we show our thanks and our appreciation to the hard work that they put into this event. So, officials, you are released. So, crowd, please put your hands together as a big thank you.